17. Let's go ahead and open up. Okay, so today I'm going to do a slightly different class. If you've been watching my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel here lately, you'll know that me and Roger Grimes have been doing a 30-day challenge where we create a new form every day. It's been a lot of fun, but we've got 1 day left of that challenge. It ends tomorrow. So if you are watching this, please go let us know what your favorite forms are. It's been really fun to do, but we don't want to just stop doing challenges because it's getting close to the end of the year and it was a lot of fun, so we want to do another one. So next we're going to be doing a kicking challenge. So to kind of prep for that, I want to go over some stuff that's going to help you with your kicks and stuff today, mostly stretches. A lot of people have trouble with their flexibility, so we're going to cover some on that and go over a variety of different stretches to help you with that. And that's going to be our focus today, is stretching and kicks. Anyways, before we start stretching, the first thing you got to do is warm up. I hate when I see this, and I see it so often. I'll go into martial arts school, and the first thing they say is one leg back, one leg forward, start with stretch kicks. You do not start with dynamic stretching. You start with a warm up, and then you stretch. Cold muscles tear, warm muscles stretch. Just think of taking a tissue, instead of a muscle tissue, like a tissue like you would blow your nose with. It's pliable. You can bend it back and forth. If you put it in the freezer, let it get good and cold, and take it out and try to do the same thing, it'll tear. Your muscle is a lot like that. When it's cold and you try to stretch it, it's going to tear. It's not going to stretch. So the first thing we got to do is warm up. So normally we start off with a kickboxing drill. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different just to kind of give you a variety. So we're going to jump forward and jump back. You're going to keep your heels up, stay on the balls of your feet. I want to do that 30 times, switch 30 times. It's just to get you used to moving in and out real quick while giving you a warm-up and kind of working your calf muscles. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay, rest your heels for a second. On switch sides, want to do the same thing. This time when we jump in, throw a jab, and come back out. So always doing a lunge jab, out, lunge jab, out. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to drop to 20 and do 20 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, you should be kind of warm by now. So we're going to start with a simple stretch. What you're going to do is let's come over here and put your foot, tilt your foot up at about a 45-degree angle and put it against a wall. Now you want to turn your hips square to where both your hips are parallel with the wall. Put your hands behind your back, and you're just going to bend down and try to touch the top of your head to the wall. Let's do that 20 times, and we'll switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Switch sides. Do the same thing with the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, well, I'm going to do close to the same thing, except for no wall this time. I'll go ahead and do it facing this way. So take your back foot and face it, basically make an L with your feet. One facing the wall, one facing forwards. I'm going to step forward a little bit. And again, we're going to bring the toes up. As we do that, I'm going to step back and bend this back foot just a little bit. And now you're going to slide down. Try to bring your forehead close to your toes. Probably actually bring that in just a little bit. The important parts here is that this leg stays straight and on the heel, and that the hips again stay forwards. You don't want to let your hips turn sideways because that's a different stretch. Okay, so starting on my right side, whichever side you want to start on, do 20 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, now switch legs. Same exercise. So this one's up on the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to keep my hips low so as you're keeping forward. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hips are going sideways on me again. 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. Okay, next stretch. It's basically the same, just a little bit higher. One per foot on the wall again. Oh, can't see over there. Foot on the wall. Maybe you can start off a little low. Don't go too high at first because it is somewhat of a difficult stretch. Again, keep your hips forward. This time what I'm going to do is push out with the toe and bring our heel all the way to the wall and then bend. And we'll drop down to 10. So 1, push away, bring the heel to the wall, bend forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now I'm going to switch feet. Do it on the other side. I'm going to start off a little higher this time. You do whatever height you're comfortable at. Try to keep this leg straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, next stretch. I'm going to do another wall stretch. Your foot on the wall. This time your arm is inside your leg. And you're just going to bend down and your hips are sideways for this one. Make sure to keep on the inside of your leg, not on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, other leg, same stretch. Leg up, arm inside, 10 bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so now we'll do regular stretch kicks. Put one leg back, one leg forward, hands up. Just lift your leg as high as you can. Try to keep the toes pulled back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, You do want to try to keep your hips forward and try not to turn them. An easy way to tell is if you start kicking over your head, your hips are sideways. When your hips are forward, you can't get over your head. You can only get to your head. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Next we'll do a side stretch kick. I'm going to start doing it with the toe facing down first. This side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we'll go back to the right side, this time with the toe facing up. Same kick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now let's do a rear stretch. So we're just going, let's use a wall. Just to make it easier. Put your hands on the wall. And it'll lift your leg up behind you pretty high. All right, let's do 10 on each side. One, you want right leg first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so those are some of our more dynamic stretches. I want to do a couple of more stretches that guys might hate, but they're really helpful. So the first one is we want to get down and tuck this front leg in front of us sideways and push this back leg straight out. So if I turn sideways so you can see here, push that leg straight out. And you see how it's still got a bend in it. So you just want to push it straight out again. But keep this leg bent until you can get as straight as you can with just a mild discomfort. It shouldn't hurt, but it shouldn't be comfortable either. It may hurt just a little bit. It's good to hurt just a little. It's not good to be intense pain. So from here, we're just going to bend down and push yourselves back up. We'll do that 10 times. Try to keep that toe pointed and as straight as you can behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we want to do it the other way. I'm going to come up, that leg as straight as I can get it. Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So that was the pre-stretch. The actual stretch is going to hurt a little bit more. So I'm going to go up on one knee, kind of with this leg out, put that heel up. Hands are going to go straight out. We're just going to start right here. Just comfortable and bend back and forth 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that was the light version. So now I'm going to go back to the first side. This time, I'm going to slide that out. Let it slide out. Don't worry about kicking this leg back just yet. That's a bit advanced. We'll do that later. 1, 2, 3. You'll notice your leg kind of wants to naturally slide out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's switch sides. Do this one a bit more sideways so you can see it. So again, I'm up on one knee, one leg. I just let that start sliding out and hold my hands out. So it goes back and forth. If it wants to slide out more, I just don't fight it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's come up. We're actually not yet. Let's turn our feet up and just slide down almost into a full split, or as close as you feel comfortable. And we'll come up into a horse stance. And put your hands out into a bridge. I want to sit here for 30 seconds. Try to keep your elbows in, wrists and elbows down, heels out. And up. All right, so let's get into some kicking. Our first kick, I'm just going to do a simple low snap kick. So let's get into your fighting stance, whichever fighting stance you prefer. Get your hands up. I want to throw a snap kick off of the back leg. We'll do it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's switch sides. Same kick. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now that we're here, let's go ahead and throw a snap kick off the front leg. 1, 2, and 3. Switch sides. Same kick. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's switch back. Just like we opened and warmed up with, let's kind of add a shuffle. I'm going to do the same kick. It's called a shuffle front snap. So I shuffle in and throw a front snap kick. Then I come back. I want to throw 3 of those on each side. 1, 2, and 3. Switch sides. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now from our back leg, let's throw a wheel kick. Okay, I'm going to go fast. Okay, so 3 wheel kicks from the back leg. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do 3 leg or wheel kicks from the front leg, just like a quick leg kick. 1, 2, and 3. Switch sides on the front leg. 1, 2, and 3. From the back leg. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now let's do a shuffle front wheel. 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's do a crescent kick. Off the back leg, just make a small circle and hit her hand. I like to try to go above the shoulder. Think of slapping the face with the foot. It just makes it a stretch on top of the kick. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Switch sides. Let's do a reverse. So we're going to come up and out. You can hit your hand or not hit your hand. It doesn't really matter on this one. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's do from a horse stance, a side snap kick. So you're just going to bring it up, come out here with the edge of the foot, come back, and set back down. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so a rear snap kick. I like to do this from a soft bow, so about 50-50 on your weight, so you can shift forward real easy, time into a broken bow, and throw the kick. Okay, look at the side so you can see it. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's side, rear. So let's start combining some kicks. Let's do what's called a crescent to knife. What that means is a knife edge kick is a side snap kick, or it could be a side thrust kick. Difference in a side thrust and a side snap being a side snap comes from the knee joint, just hits back kind of like on a hinge and goes out and hits. Whereas a side thrust comes up and all of this muscle through here is used to push through the target and then come back. So think of it like just a little corner wall here, but like touching the wall versus pulling my foot back and kicking through the wall. Okay. So the crescent to knife, on do that crescent, and then turn it into a side kick forwards. And we'll come back. It's 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So that's a way to use a trick crescent. But what if we want that crescent to go a little bit faster? There's actually another version within the Chuan Fa system of the inside crescent kick. Instead of making it a large circle, just the larger the circle, the more time it takes, there's what's called an advanced crescent kick, where it makes a small circle and then bends the knee joint to yank it in, which is really good against a knife attack, like a mid-level attack, because you see it coming, and that'll get it, but it's pretty slow. So that even if you miss, you're right there to go back into the other kick like we had mentioned before. So I really like the advanced crescent. It's fast. It can also be used kind of a shuffle in to come behind the knee and push him over if you hit him in the back of the leg, coming around. Sorry, I want to do reverse here. And bring it into that joint, push him over. Sometimes you can get it taken down that way. It's not easy. Okay. So let's do the advanced crescent kick 3 times on each side. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so just like there are 2 versions of that crescent kick, there are 2 versions of a side thrust kick. Side thrust kick that most people are used to seeing is what we call a power side thrust, in which you come up into a chamber, kick out, come back into your chamber, and set down. It's called a power thrust. So the easiest way to learn that is to actually think of kicking downwards on someone's knee, like if this was right here. Bring it up and kicking down, but as you kick down, twist that hip into it. So like this front foot, you'll see twist sideways and then it comes back. Okay, so let's do that 3 times on each side. 1, chamber, thrust, chamber, set down. 2, and 3. All right, other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so next is a speed thrust. Speed thrust doesn't have a chamber. It just pops straight out. It sacrifices power. It doesn't have as much power, and it lacks in balance a little bit. There are a couple of flaws with it. The good thing about it is it's very fast. It's one of my favorite kicks because even off of a front jab, you can throw that side thrust right there, almost like a snap kick, but no chamber at all, pushing out of that side thrust, and it still hits with quite a bit of power. Sometimes I don't get my hip over far enough. Just one of the problems I'm working with. If your foot's landing up, you want it to be sideways with the heel out. That's your goal, and your hip should be tucked in. It's another problem I see a lot is people will lean away from the kick to counterbalance it. You shouldn't do that. You should tuck that hip in so that you can remain upright and stay over your center of gravity. So, of course, we could just do that right there, wait for them to come in. But one of the best things about this kick is it's hard to see, especially off of a shuffle. So when I do a shuffle, by the time this foot lands, this other foot's already there. So they think I'm taking a step, but they're already hit. And it's probably the kick I've landed more points with than any other kick. So I want to do it 3 times on both sides. 1, 2. If you walk that out, it'll help you at first. And 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. right, but what if they're too far away? We can't reach them with just a step, right? What if they're as far away as the Wing Chun dummy is, or even further? Well, we could step. That almost gets us there. So let's try that at first. When we step, I teach to always step behind. There is the Wushu side stretch kick where it teaches you to step in front, but keep in mind that is a stretch, not a kick you're going to use in combat. So for a combat kick, you want to step behind, because when you step behind, you can't trip over your own foot. When you step in front, if you miss, you can trip yourself up and be the cause of your own takedown. Okay, so I want to step behind, thrust. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. But like I said, it didn't quite get us there, did it? We were just a little off. So what we can do to make up for that is use this foot as a lever and as a pivot. So we use it kind of like a bar to swing ourselves off of for that step. And when we do that, we go from gaining about maybe 3 feet on that kick to jumping 3 feet and then gaining 3 feet. The furthest I've seen, we used to do this as a distance challenge in my school, where we would take 2 pieces of tape and go further and further away, working on those hopping side thrusts. And 12 feet. 12 feet was the best I could see. He did a hopping crossover side thrust when he came here. But 12 feet was the record. See if you can beat that. Let me know. How far is your hopping thrust? My record was 8 feet. I've not done it in a while. Maybe I'll do it again as part of this challenge. It might be fun. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to come way this way. I want to jump and kick. Jump, swing the foot behind, land with a side thrust. On this one, I still like the speed side thrust because, you're going from the Sparks. If you come up into a chamber, you're going to slow the kick down and lose your momentum. So for all that power you gain lifting that leg, you're going to lose it because you had to slow down. Oh. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. Move it facing this way. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So let's do another combo kick. We've learned the wheel kick, we've learned the snap kick. So in our normal warm-up, we do wheel kick to snap kick. We're just going to reverse that. Do a snap kick to the groin. When they bend over and their head comes down, point your knee at their face and turn it into a wheel kick. And set it down. I'll do 3 of those on both sides. So hands up. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So we got a couple of combo kicks, a couple of distance kicks. Let's start adding even more of that together. I want to show you one of my favorite combo kicks. Actually, before I do that, let me show you an inverted kick. An inverted kick is just the opposite of a wheel kick, where a wheel kick comes at a 45. An inverted kick comes out at a 45. I really like it for standing beside somebody, like underneath the arm or something, and getting a kick when they're right beside you. But it is handy for just real close kicks. Okay, so I'm going to do it off the back leg. I like to come out, basically cross my foot over my knee and point my knee outward. And then as soon as I do that, extend that leg into that inverted kick. I like to kind of put my hand out right beside my head, but a little bit in front, and kick it. 1, just gives me a target, gives you something psychologically to aim for. 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So a simple combo before we get on to this more complicated one. I like is to hit here with a wheel kick, to kind of hit the knee or kind of cause that little delayed reaction. You see what happens on the other side whenever I lean over and think about this. Now, if they're a good fighter, they'll check and you won't get that opening, but it's a good check to find out because at worst, your kick got checked. You didn't lose anything. But if they do open that side, I really love to come right back around with an inverted kick. So as they think it's going to come through, land or pull back, instead it winds at a 45 and comes up with a second hit. So we'll do 3 of those. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So now, one of the combos I like is a snap kick, then off the back leg, I'm going to jump up and do a crescent kick. So I'm going to do 3 of those. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's great because it brings our hands down, and then as soon as our hands come down, you get them in the face. What if they got good hit and they move back out of the way, though? You may think you're in a compromised position, but you're not. So we've already learned the follow-up kick for this, which was a crescent to knife. So now, I want to do a snap kick, jump up crescent, knife kick. I want to stop there, but if it didn't land, we would go right back to our inverted. We need to set that leg down when we want, not when they expect us to. Okay. 1. And then we call that a chicken crescent to knife. That kick is specific to me. I don't know if other people do it or not, but it's another one of those that I just get a lot of hits in, so I use it a lot. 2. And 3. Other side. 1. 2. And 3. All right, so that's a few kicks for the day. We did dynamic stretching, a little out of breath. Dynamic stretching to open the class. Dynamic basically meaning it's a moving stretch. The opposite would be a static stretch. I did a partial of that with a split hold at the end. But those are the kind of stretches we want to do at the end of the workout. So we'll do some static stretching now. Just put your heels together, and reach down and touch your toes. Grab the back of your heels, and pull your head down. Come on up. Legs wide, length your shoulders. Grab your elbows and hang down. Over to the left. Over to the right. Back to the middle. Turn those heels up and slide way on down there. Want to hold that for 30 seconds. Okay, go ahead and sit on back. Let your legs relax a little bit. Pull your hands out as far in front of you as you can and touch your hands to the floor. If you find yourself able to crawl out more, go ahead and do that. We're going to hold that for a good another 30 seconds. Okay, hand up. I'm going to raise this hand and lay over sideways for 30 seconds. All right, and the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and stand up. Hopefully you enjoyed that workout. Maybe learn some new kicks, learn some new kick combinations. Over the next 30 days, Roger and I will be doing, after tomorrow, we'll be doing a 30-day kicking competition where we see who can improve their kicks the most within 30 days. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you Thursday. Let's go ahead and close out.